All right, welcome back to What's in the Bag for Men's League night. And this is going to be week 6. It's crazy. I'm already in week 6 here. We start really early. We play 20 weeks. So last week was week 5. We had What's in the Bag. Things that went really well. I do have to say, hit driver well. That was the PXG 0311 Black Ops standard head. Had that with the 2024 Ventus Blue. Hit that actually really well. Hit it twice. Hit it on 6 and actually bombed it right down the middle of the fairway. Had like 50 yards in and hit a poor wedge shot, but hit a great drive there. And then on 8, the other hole I hit it on, really hit it off the toe. Didn't hit a good ball, and it ended up just in the rough on the left. Actually, no problem. It was just, really forgiving. So that worked really well. Putter was absolutely on fire. It was the Lab Mez 1, Mez Max 1, or Mez 1 Max, the one that I had there. Putted lights out. Honestly, I shot 40 last week, and if it wasn't for the putter, I probably would have shot 45. I made everything. And I think, honestly, a little bit of it is, 1, putter. I putted really well. And then 2, I was using that Titleist enhanced alignment ball, and I was actually using the line on all but, like, long putts. Like, if I had something that was like 30 feet, I didn't use it on, but I used it on every other putt. And I made a ton of putts for pars that saved my round. So shot 40, and I just kind of hit it all over the place in terms of irons. Just could not hit the green. And honestly, I didn't chip it that great. The wedges were okay, but putter-wise, I made everything. And like I said, using that line, using the ball, I made a ton of short putts that was phenomenal. And then, I hit everything else pretty well. The hybrid, the Apex UW, I know why I don't keep it in the bag. Hit it off the tee twice. Both were just kind of erratic shots. It's a great head if you're a little better golfer. If you need a little more forgiveness, it just doesn't work. So that didn't go so well, but the PXG 4 hybrid was awesome. I only hit it once after the par 5 when I was in the rough. I hit that to lay up, and again, just perfect shot right down the middle, and that went really well. So again, shot 40 wasn't my best, but I scrambled around. I didn't hit it my best, and scrambled around and still made a 40 out of it. So I will take it. So yeah, this week 6 going into it, and it should be a nice night. It should be warm, hot out, and we'll start at the top as we always do. This one I've been kind of just going through, and I was trying to debate what I wanted to play. And something that I haven't really hit yet on course, I've only hit it in the net, and that's going to be, we're going to go PXG again, but we're going to go PXG Black Ops Tour 1. So this is the Tour 1 head. PXG was claiming this is probably one of the lowest spinning heads on the market when they had it out for the media day. And from what I've been hitting in the net and stuff, it's pretty darn low spin. It's compact, it's small, it's a 10.5 head, and I'm just got it set up neutral, and standard neutral weights, too light in the front, the heavy in the back. And it should be interesting. I hit driver pretty well. And this one here, we're going with the Project X Denali Blue. This is the 60 gram 6.5, and we're playing this thing at 45 inches. So kind of a mid-flight, mid-spin shaft with a low-spin head. And we'll see how this goes. But hitting this in the net, I've kind of liked it. We'll see how it goes on course. And then the Denali Blue I've been a big fan of. I like a little bit higher launching shafts. I think this is probably one of the smoothest, best feeling shafts that Project X has ever made. So I think it's going to be a pretty good combo. And we're playing the back 9, so we should be hitting this on basically, we'll call it 1, but it's 10. So 1, 10, 13, 16, 17. And then, if you're feeling spunky on 18, you can go for it, but I probably won't. So then we're going to go with our fairway wood, and we're going to go with the Sub 70 Pro 4 wood. So yeah, this is Sub 70 based out of Chicago, direct to consumer. This is their 4 wood that they make. It's got 2 interchangeable weights on it. I've got the heavy back for a little bit more forgiveness. Same thing with this. I haven't hit it on course. I've been hitting the net a little bit. Ball speed actually seems really, really good. It's got kind of a double face technology that keeps the ball speed up. It goes pretty well. This thing's shafted up with a Project X Hazardous Smoke Red RDX 70 gram, and this is just a 6.0 70 grams, so a little higher launching, but this is a, I believe, 16-degree head. But it's a hair on the loud side, but it seems to be pretty high launching, and it goes pretty well. So we'll see how that is. Got a cool matte finish with the carbon crown on there, but a really nice 4 wood instead of the typical 3 wood. So see if we'll maybe on, well, the par 5, I don't know if I'll hit it, but I'll probably hit it on 11, depending on the wind, and then also, maybe on 18. So we'll see. But that will be exciting. Like I said, hit it in the net. Haven't hit it outside. And the next one, we're going with 7 wood, and we're going to put a 7 wood in the bag. We're going with the Callaway Paradigm AI Smoke Triple Diamond 7 wood. This thing, I just love looking down at it. It looks so good. They did a great job with the shaping of it. I mean, you see a lot of face, but it sits square. It doesn't sit closed. 7 wood here, so it's 20 degrees, a little strong. Great ball speed on this thing. I've got a little heavier weight in the bottom because I'm playing this little short, so this is a 12-gram weight in the sole on that. And this thing is shafted up with a Fujikura Ventus TR Blue 8 stiff. So, and then it's tipped 1 1/8 inch. So tipped just a hair more, I think, than what they say. But built in the 7 wood. This shaft I have it in my ping. I really love it. I love it in this 7 wood. It just kind of offers that mid to slightly mid-low ball flight, but it's super consistent, super stable, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. Might use it on the par 5. We'll see where the use comes in. The back 9 doesn't quite have a lot of those. You know, for me, this thing is like a 210, 200, maybe 15-yard club. There's not a lot of that on the back 9 there. Then we move into irons, and we're going to go 4 through pitch and irons, but the set is going to be a little bit of a kind of combo set. And it's a one I just built up, meaning when I show you, they actually don't have grips on them yet, because I got to put the grips on here in just a few minutes. The grips are sitting right here. They're just got some Golf Pride Tour velvets, but they're not on the clubs yet, except for the 4-iron. But it's a little combo set. So this is the Adele SMS, and I've got SMS Pros in the short iron. So if you're not familiar with Adele, they are a small company based out of Colorado. They used to be based out of Texas, but they're based out of Colorado now. And the SMS iron, the long irons, are hollow body. So they've got a hot face on them. And they've got 3 movable weights in the back, which you would think automatically are meant for like draw, neutral, and fade. They're actually meant more for a feel. When you're swinging a club, you know, there's certain clubs you just swing and you kind of just go, man, that feels good. A lot of times it's kind of the CG of the club and where it's at. And through the swing, certain clubs just feel better. So these actually have movable weight. There's an 8-gram and then 2 2-gram weights. And you basically move it into the position that you hit the best. And honestly, I just got the full set. I had just 7 irons and stuff. I think I had a 7-iron pitching wedge. But the draw setting, even though I'm a guy who draws the ball, seems to be kind of my best kind of feel and fit. So we're going to start off in draw on everything. And then the 4-iron has got a Fujikura Pro 115 Tour Spec S. So this is kind of a mid-high launching shaft. So I figured a little bit lighter, put it in the 4-iron. So the 4-iron's had graphite there. And then the 5 through pitch have a steel shaft that, well, it's got a shaft we can't talk about yet. Not out yet, so we can't talk about it. But the 5-iron, the 5 and 6-iron are both all going to be SMSs. So these are these hollow bodies. But they don't have a ton of offset. They're actually got a real good look to them. Adele did a nice job with how they look, just minimal offset. The top line is not too thick. It's a little bigger. And then you get to the 7 through pitching wedge, and they are going to be the SMS Pro, which are these forged, kind of one-piece forged irons that, again, have the same 3 movable weights, but they are not hollow body. They don't have the hot face, anything like that. So we're going to go a little combo set with these. These things are extremely soft, and they've got like a really cool milled sole that's kind of beveled. It's got like kind of a pre-worn leading edge. It's got some trailing edge relief. So the sole's going to play narrower than it looks, and it's actually milled into it, which is pretty cool. So these are, like I said, extremely soft, and you know, for better players, they're not insanely forgiving, but they're not too bad. I've hit the 7-iron before, really, really good, but I've never actually played the full set. So now that I have the full set, we'll get those out and play them. So I got to put the grips on them though. We've got the gripping station ready to go. As soon as I'm done filming this, I will throw the grips on. Then wedges, we're going to go something I haven't played in a while, and these actually might get reshafted before I play. So don't worry about the shaft necessarily in these because they might get switched up. But I'm going to play the Bettinardi HLX 5.0s. So these are the Bettinardi wedges that came out, I think it was last year, and all milled. They had a kind of a cool milled sole on them. The back on them kind of has the honeycomb milling down in the lower part, and then just kind of like a straight milling on the front. Faces are fully milled, all that. These things are extremely soft. They're forged. They make them in a decent amount, pretty decent amount of lofts. This is the 50 degree, which is the 8 degree bounce, which is the C grind, or the C sole, which is 8 degrees of bounce. Now this one, most Cs have a lot of trailing edge and heel relief. This is pretty square. It's got a little bit of relief down in the heel and the toe. A little bigger wedge. When you set it down, they're a little bit oversized compared to some other wedges. They're not crazy compact, but a good look to them. They spin really well, and they're very, very soft as well. And these just have kind of an S400 in them. But again, that could go away depending on how much time I have. So we've got the chrome finish in the 50, and then the 56 and 60 are going to be this darker finish here, which is kind of a black finish, kind of a matte black. The 56 is going to be the RJ sole, which is I think it's the RJ Bettinardi, Robert J. Bettinardi, and it's his sole, which is the 14 degree. So a little higher bounce there, a little bit of trailing edge relief on the heel and the toe, not so much directly behind, but it actually plays with like not a ton of bounce when it's square. When you open it up, it definitely adds a good amount of bounce. Out of the trap, this thing's really easy to hit, but milled face, pretty big grooves on it. Spins, they spin pretty well, and kind of a higher toe design almost as well too. So, like I said, the RJ sole on there is pretty nice. Gets through the soft turf up here really easily. And then the 60 is the 10 degree RJ sole, which definitely has a lot more relief to it. You can see kind of the big C shape on that bad boy. But same thing, got the nice honeycomb milling in the back, big vertical mill. The 60 there, definitely a little bit higher toe, bigger, and easy to hit some higher lofted shots. So these will be the wedges I'm going with, and again, these might be reshafted before I go. If they do, they're going to have the brand new BGT Breakthrough Golf Red Zone shafts in them. So I've got 2 of those. Those might go in here. We'll see. I just don't know if I'll have time. So if I can pull it off, before I go, with time to dry and all that, we'll get that done. And then putter, we're going to go back to the old trusty. I know I putted really well with the Mez 1 Max, but we're going to go back to the old Spider Tour X Proto. So the one that Scotty Scheffler started out with when he first started with Spiders, the one that has the fully milled face, no insert, anything like that. I really like this putter. It's got an LA Golf P-Series 135 shaft in white, and then just the lambkin deep edge cord. This might go away. I might put a Super Stroke Pistol 1.0 on here. We'll see. I didn't, like I said, the last time I was out with this, I thought about putting it on, so it might go on before I go out. But this thing here, really good. I'm going to try to use a little bit more alignment as well, since I putted so well with the alignment on the ball with the Titleist balls. But this is a really soft putter. It's got a good feel to it, a little bit more crisp, and has just a little bit of toe hang with the crank neck or the plumber's neck hosel. So really good feel, extremely stable with the LA Golf shaft. But this has kind of been my kind of gamer putter for the most part. But I'm going to go with that. And then ball, we're going to go with the TaylorMade TP5 picks. Again, we're going to go something with a little bit of design on it. I know it's not a true line or anything like that, but we're going to go with the picks. And I'm going to try to, again, use the TP5 line on there a little bit more, especially on those shorter to medium putts, because it seemed to help out a lot the other night. So that is the what's in the bag for week 6. Hopefully we can play well. Like I said, it's going to be a good night, so we should have at least an opportunity. And I'll let you know next week how it all turns out. But last week was pretty solid for a day where I wasn't swinging it great. This week I'm hoping to swing a little better. So that is what's in the bag for week 6 men's league night.